How's it going, guys? It is DMG here, and today we're going to be doing another Rate My Squad for you guys, and this is the team that we are going to be looking at. Now, I know it is a fairly standard team, however, I am going to start reviewing these types of teams. These are the types of teams that basically can be the best in FIFA. I know we've all had like our amazing like informed teams, and we've come up against a team like this who's like that's kind of low rated, 77, 78 rated teams, and just gotten destroyed by them. So again, I won't do it very often, but I will start to review some standard teams, some lesser rated teams such as this. So before we get into it again, I'm going to be previewing this squad, list some of the good things and bad things about it. So some of the good things are just the players in general. They all look fairly good. Ben Yedder, we've tried out before, and he's just fantastic. Ben Arfa, doesn't matter if it's his inform, doesn't matter if it's team of season, any version of him is amazing. I really recommend actually just both of these guys. They're both amazing. Now, some of the players who I'm not really looking forward to using, one of them is Payet. Now, he can be either good or horrible. I haven't really seen him be just amazing. I know he can be good, but he's just incredibly inconsistent. Now, the team that I usually used him in, he was at this right center attacking mid role. So I'm wondering how different he will be in this center attacking mid role. So I'll have to play a few games just to see how he does there. And the other player who I'm not looking forward to using is Ramirez. Now, a lot of you guys, probably the vast majority of FIFA players, love Ramirez. For me personally, hate him, can't use him. He's one of the worst players for me in FIFA. And again, it's just because I just can't use him. That's just me, I just cannot use him. If you are the one who like sent in this team, just try out Ramirez for yourself, because I'm sure you probably love him. Besides those players, this team does look fairly strong. Check and goal, he's absolutely OP. Klein's not bad. Mangala I haven't used, but his stats look very good. 77 pace, 6'2", medium high. Looks absolutely perfect. And then we have Koscielny, who's also incredibly OP. Gibbs, who I've used, is actually not bad, so he probably won't be that bad either. Conte I haven't used, so hopefully he'll do well. And then I've touched down on pretty much everyone else. So let's get into a game and see how this team does. All right, so we're going into the first game, and he has got Team of the Season Perez, who I actually really want to try. He looks fantastic, for real. He looks like one of the best, at least one of the best cheap options from Team of the Season. He also has Team of the Season Vignat, who we've tried out, and he's also amazing. So it's a good Liga BBVA side. We'll see how it does. Hopefully this this cheap and lesser rated team can do some work though. Okay, Conte. Don't know why you're there, but Ben Arfa making the run. There we go. Ben Arfa, he's amazing. Like I said, he's just fantastic. He's so good. And Conte actually made a beautiful pass as well. I don't know why he was in like the central of the pitch. He's playing like center mid. Don't know why he's there, but he plays a beautiful pass, so well done to both of them. Gala. One. That, no. How do you miss that? That was just beautiful tiki-taka stuff. No, you're not even allowed to miss that. I see you, Payet. Oh, good run, man. Good run, please. How do you not finish that? Oh, please, 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 thank you. Thank you. Don't know why you ran away from that. Is that Ben Arfa again? You made up for your miss. You made up for your miss. Beautiful pass by Koscielny. Way to get up. I don't know why you headed that either. That's like the stupidest thing you could have done. For what? Why is that recorded? Was that a diving header? Don't know why you're there, Ramirez, but it's still... He has a hat trick. In the first half, in the first 33 minutes, he has a hat trick. Are you kidding me? Oh, Iniesta. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, what? What? Why is no one... He's just doing nothing, and everyone's just watching. He's doing nothing.
Why you mad, bro? Why you mad? Why you mad?
Oh, that's filthy, Oscar. That's filthy. Good pass. Thank you, Ben Arfa. Good finish. But that was from Ben Arfa and Payet, I think. That was just in Oscar. Oscar, actually, not Payet. He wasn't in there at all. Right on the stroke of halftime as well. And I've been pretty much dominating the game. Actually, 20% attacking possession, 60 overall, 92% pass accuracy. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. The passing in this team is good, and it's like they have good passing players, but the ability to make that pass is just always there. There's always someone available to make that pass, especially in the middle and attacking third. Let's go close. I've scored so many set pieces. I've scored from 2 set pieces in one game, both the exact same way. Far post, headed across, and I just headed in. Both of them were provided from my 2 center backs as well. Oh, Conte, that's too lovely. Yo, Ben Yedder, that's even more lovely. This team is good. It is a standard team, but it is so good. My God, I should probably start reviewing more of these, because these are just fantastic and so much fun to use, and they're cheap. This is only 50k, if that. Far post to Mangala Cascione. You have got to be kidding me. That's worked 3 straight times. Okay, Ramirez, do some good for once. Do some good. Do some good. Do some good. Thank you, Ramirez. I knew Ben Arfa was going to score. I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about Ramirez actually making a decent pass, because I knew as I got in this situation, it's just the goal. Did he just quit in the 92nd minute? Did he really do that? So man of the match was Ben Arfa, mainly because of his 4 goals. He did get an assist. And Conte and Ramirez both had 2 assists. And then, of course, Cascione and Mangala are 2 center backs who got on the end of those corners, passed it down to Ben Arfa and Gibbs, I believe, for those headed goals. They're absolutely fantastic on set pieces. Cascione and Mangala, both of them. Alright, so we're going into the second game, and he has got, he calls it hybrid, and it is. He's got Bundesliga and Serie A, actually. So, in Danovic in goal, that's gonna be actually pretty horrible. So, I said Cascione and Mangala are both very dangerous on set pieces, because they're jumping in their height. They're going against Aubameyang, who has the best heading of any striker. We'll see how they do. It's gonna be a good test for both of them. Far post. Why is that Ben Yedder and not the typical, like, oh my God, freaking Handanovic. Yes, Ben Yedder. Thank you, Ben Yedder. Great finish. He has like 88 finishing, and this guy goes for like 13k. That's insane. Good stuff, man. Good finish. Klein, don't know why you are playing striker, but at least you got out of the way. That's all I care about. Okay, Ramirez, you have a back. What can you do for me? That is the most disappointing shot I've ever seen anyone ever take. Oh my, I did not mean to do that, but that was the most amazing thing I've ever done. God, you have got to be kidding me. No, dude, that's your first shot on target. It goes straight to the brick wall. Okay. Alright. No, it's fine. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going! Shoot the ball, man! God. Alright, where's his, yeah. Yeah. Yo, Ramirez is linking up play. That's different. Oscar! You got hurt shooting the ball, but that's okay. That was a beautiful run. God, he got hurt right as he shot it. Mangala, why? Why you do this? Why you do this? Thank you, check. Thank you. Ramirez, run backward, man. Run backward. You have high defensive work rates. Where, I don't see that in you. It's like high-low, man. Now he's actually putting in some work. Now he's doing well. Okay, this guy is really prone to the 1-2. Probably should have been doing that a lot sooner. Ben Yedder! Oh, at least put it on target and give it a chance. The goalie could just mess up. How am I not up so much more? He should have maybe like 2 goals at the most. but my god, I should have at least like 3. There it is. That's 3. That's 3 right there. That's upper 92. I think it got ricocheted. I don't care. So that was the end of the second game, and somehow Ramirez man of the match. Don't believe that at all. He had 21 of 23 passes, 4 or 5 tackles, and had an assist somehow. So that's going to do it for the games. Now, overall, this team was good, and I checked the prices of each player, and it's around 36K, which to me actually seems a little bit expensive. I mean, it's cheap just in general. I think that's not really that much, but for this team, I feel like you could get more out of 36K, I honestly do. Ben Yedder's about a third of it. He's 12K, and he was good. He's worth 12,000 coins. But, I mean, Czech is really good, and he is amazing. You could probably get Begovic, and depending on how good you are at defense, if you do need like a stellar goalie, it'd be worth it. But if you're better at defending than you are attacking, then you could probably get Begovic for less amount of coins. You could probably get Klein. You could probably get a different right back. Like Ramirez was 4,900. You could get a different center defensive mid. I mean, I personally would, just because I despise Ramirez. I would just get like a different defensive mid. Probably Ramsey would probably do the trick instead of Ramirez. Ramsey has high. He doesn't have as much pace, obviously, but his shooting's better. His passing is better. Dribbling's I don't think is as good. Defending's not as good, but physicality is around that, probably more, and it's around the same height as well. So honestly, you can get Ramsey for a lot less, and you do the trick here. Ben Arfa was extremely good. He had like 4 or 5 goals in that first game. He was just absolutely amazing. Payet, he actually did not have a goal or an assist the first either game. There's no goals or assists, but he didn't really play that badly, actually. He was more consistent than I thought he would be, and he was just good overall. Like I said, he was kind of like a 7 or 7.5 both games. He was just a good player to have in that role. Oscar was really good, 1 goal, 1 assist. Ramirez, somehow 3 assists. Conte had 3 assists as well. Gibbs was good at left back, had an assist. And actually, I think he had a goal, not an assist. Cascioli and Mangala both had assists first game from the corners. They would put it in, they would head it to another player, and then that player would put it in. So that was really good from them. Klein wasn't bad, and then Czech is obviously an incredible goalie. So some aspects about the team that were really good. The passing was really good. I really liked that just in this formation in general, you are going to have some of that quick passing, which I was able to achieve because the majority of these players are pretty good at passing. Ben Yedder at striker even has 80 passing, and when you have good passing in this formation, it will work pretty much, because in this formation, if you pass, make 1-2s quickly, you're going to have players running through, and your defenders are not going to be knowing who to mark. So it's very good in this formation to have. Another thing that was incredibly good was the aerial presence on set pieces, especially on corners. Cascioli, Mangala, they were there pretty much every corner. Actually, they were probably there around 75% of the time, which is far and away way better than any other center back duo or pretty much any other player that I've had on set pieces just getting the head to the ball. They get the head to the ball so often, and they can get it to a player too. They can pass it to a player with their head, and then that player will most likely finish because they're like 2-3 yards away from the goal. So fantastic stuff from them as well. Now for some of the bad things, one of them, Ramirez, obviously I do not like him at all. I mean, he just was not working well for me, honestly. He's a little bit better in like these 2 games that I used him in, but again, I just would not use him. That's just my opinion though. But another thing that I was not really a huge fan of was passing wise. When it was, like I said, it was incredibly good, and probably 90% of the time it was really good. But as you saw in the second game, when it doesn't work, it can really lead to some problems. I mean, again, 90% of the time it works, but the other 10% of the time it doesn't. And when it doesn't, you could get countered incredibly easily, or you could just lose out on an amazing opportunity to score. It's just something that you probably have to deal with in this team, because again, it only happens like 10% of the time. When it's that 10% of the time, just be wary, be careful. Just make the smart pass. Don't try to force anything. So overall, I would probably rank this team around a 7 or a 7.5 because it is a very good passing team. And it is a decent team in general, but 36K seems a little bit too much for me, for these types of players. I mean, you have Conte in here, Koscielny, Mangala, Klein, Oscar, Payet, and it can all equal 36K. Again, Ben Yedder is around a third of that. So, and I think he's worth it. He really is. And you could probably spend 25K and still have Ben Yedder in here. But you're probably spending another 11 extra K on Ramirez, Czech, Klein, or any of those types of players. I'd probably even Conte. I think Ramsey is probably less than Conte. This was the least expensive Conte for 1,200. And like I said before, 9% of the time the passing is really good, but in that 10% of the time, it's terrible. And with that price, I honestly think I have to knock it down to like a 7 or 7.5 rating. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been DMG. Peace. Open and just move to any position that player thinks is just best possible chance to actually get a shot on goal. Then lastly, for the custom tactics, it's defense, and I have my